to another video. So it is the Lenten season, and today we are going to be preparing some basa fish fillet. Now please note the price of literally 2 pieces of fish fillet. Anyway, the bottom line is that we're not going to watch the price today. We're just going to prepare the meal, and I'm going to be doing this in the oven, shake and bake style, and I'm going to be serving this up with some quinoa. This is a perfect recipe for the Lenten season because a lot of persons are giving up meat, so this is a good fish alternative. So this is now frozen, so we're going to put this to thaw, after which I'll show you how I will prepare it. So I've actually cut the fish, since it's frozen, into 5 pieces. That's the best time to cut the basa if it's frozen. Why? It's a very soft kind of fish, and if you're not careful, it will break easily. So once the ice is still in it, this is how you want to cut it up. So I've done this now into 5 fillet pieces, and I'm just waiting on this to thaw on its own, and then I'll be ready to move to the next step. Alright guys, so guess what? I actually started to season the fish without hitting the record button. So anyway, what I've added thus far is a little bit of white pepper, which you're seeing me still add now, and I'm using the Island Spice white pepper powder, just a little bit. I've also added a little bit of lemon pepper, and that is the Mrs. Dash no salt added one. I'm going to be adding to this a little bit of ginger. You know I don't cook anything without ginger. So this is my ginger powder that I'm going in with. All right, that looks like enough to me. I'm also going to be adding some garlic powder. How are you gonna have fish without garlic, eh? So that's some garlic powder. I am adding just a tad bit of seafood spice, just because it's fish. This is optional, right? I just want to do this to kick things up a notch, but it's not necessary. And again, for all of these dry herbs, I'm using the Island Spice brand, a product of Jamaica. Oh, you know what I want to add to this too? I'm going to be adding a little bit of cayenne pepper because I need some heat. All right, so separate from the white pepper, I'm going to be adding some cayenne pepper and a little bit of paprika. In addition to adding the cayenne and the paprika, I decided to go in with a little bit of Mediterranean blend because, you know, it's fish and we want to salt it out a real nice way. I'm adding a little bit of salt. Now please note, nothing too much. You can't have fish that is very fresh. That don't taste too good, but at the same time we don't want it to be overly salty. So I'm gonna mix this around, allow it to just marinate a little bit. Nothing too serious here. Oh, oops, before I do this, I knew there was something I needed to do. I wanted to add literally a teaspoon of olive oil, and you will see why. This is not a fatty fish like salmon or rainbow trout, so you want to have some good fat going on to this, so the olive oil will do this real nicely. So I'm just going to mix this around, season this up. Be careful with it, by the way, because again the meat is very tender. If you notice what's about to happen, if you're not careful, it will break. That's what I don't like about basa, but it's a white fish and it's really nice, so I like cooking it. But you know, you have to be very careful with it, delicate, coming like some hot girl. Anyway, so this is now done. I have here the panko plain breadcrumbs, right? This is the one that I'm using. It's light and crispy. I've already added it to a poly bag, and this is what I'm going to be putting the fish in. I'm gonna coat this and then pop it in the oven, so stay tuned. So I have my baking sheet here lined with some wax paper. I prefer to use this brand. It works like a charm, diamond cooking and baking paper. No added grease or sprays needed. It's non-stick, it's oven safe, and it's easy to clean up. Listen, this is my go-to. I've tried others before, never really turned out so nice, so I stick to the Eva that I know. All right, fishing bag. Please note, all I am required to do is this. Shaking action. What's the aim here? We just need our fish to be coated in these breadcrumbs. Now it's important for you to note that you do not need to overcrowd your bag. When you're putting them in, you want to put about 2 to 3 pieces in the bag at a time. Don't overcrowd it, because the idea is that you want the entire fish to be coated with the breadcrumbs. Once that's done, this is what it should look like on your grease paper. You don't need them to touch. So you probably wondered, why did I use the olive oil? That's this here, boom, extra virgin olive oil. That's the moistening agent. That is what is going to allow the breadcrumbs to stick to the fish. Because so please note that once you're done doing that, we're gonna have some excess left. This is not reusable. You want to actually discard this. Do not reuse this. Why? That raw fish has already touched it, so this is officially contaminated. Do not reuse. I repeat, do not reuse. Boom. All right, so we have 5 pieces here that we're working with, and I'm going to put it in the oven now, because of course the oven is ready. Notice what I've done. I've just put some space between it. Reason being, you don't want it to touch. You just want everything to cook evenly. Now, one final thing that I'm going to do, since I'm putting it in the oven and we're working with fish, you know, fish has that little raw scent. Well, I have just cut the back section of a lemon, and I'm just gonna pop it on the baking tray there. So as the fish cooks, the scent of the lemon will rise in the oven, and of course the cleanup is gonna be a breeze. All right, guys, so I'm gonna allow this to cook from anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. I'm gonna be baking it at about 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Wait for the finished product. Here you have it. This is the finished product. This is the fish. Just serve with a little bit of kale, and of course you can drizzle some dried parsley on it just as garnish. But I'm gonna be serving this up with some quinoa. In fact, a 3-bean quinoa salad. You can look for the recipe on this channel. You will find it there. I'm just going to be creating that, and I'm going to be serving this fish up with it. Oh my God. Listen, I am excited to dig in. Bon appetit. Thank you so much for joining me on Vibing with Via. And of course, I do look forward to seeing you in another video. Be sure to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell another friend to click and subscribe, like, share, and comment on Vibing with Via. It's as simple as that, guys. If you are not over here following this channel, you're wasting time. So please do click that like button, turn on your post notification. Thank you so much for watching.
All aboard, cause the road I go start crash. Strap me in safely, the engine start up. Good food, me a break, can't get enough. It's Vibing with Via. So grab your phone, grab your tablet. I this you can't miss. It's Vibing with Via. And once you start this, you can't quit. You are gonna love this. It's Vibing with Via. Vibing with Via. Yeah, we vibing with, yeah, we vibing with Via. Oh.